Pickaxe in heaven? Well, you better go catch it. What's up, Perry? How you doing? All right. You all right? All right. Oh, what is my render at? Oh yeah, I gotta turn that down. Not feeling very tired, so you're here. Fair enough. Let the blocks being mined soothe you, and then relax. I know sometimes for me when I do this and I'm really tired, but just can't sleep. Like I literally start falling asleep in my chair while doing this sometimes. I mean, the same thing would happen with Usu Completion too, where I would just play a map and then miss because I'm literally dozing off. It didn't even have to be like a low star map, could just be anything. At a certain point, you just get tired. I cannot wait to make more progress today. Is this a fortune pick? Yeah, it is. We're chilling. Dang, I got 4 from that one. 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 What? Okay, that's actually insane. I got 3 in a row with Fortune 3. One. Incredible odds. Could have gotten 2. Yep. So true. What's up, Honk? Hey, do something real quick. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Mhm. Maybe you're brain dead, but there are actually suppliers tapping technique actually limits their improvement. I mean, I kind of wonder if I have that problem. But I also don't play enough tapping stuff to actually make improvements, especially these days. It's not as insane as you might think. I think it happens more with people who think about it a little too hard. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's like inconceivable or anything, you know? Yeah, I don't know. 240 is like, well, it also depends what proficiency of 240 we're talking about. But I think for most people, most people who get capped at a BPM range like that most likely are not pushing their upper limit enough. You have to play stuff that's faster than 240 to actually be good at 240. At least that's the experience I've had, where like, to play a BPM proficiently, I need to also play BPMs above that. Even if it's, even if it doesn't necessarily go that well. So I need to like, my streaming setup's a little messed up. One sec. There we go. That should be better. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really played tapping maps in a long time, so my tapping is not very proficient anymore. I feel like I have to strain to play stuff that I didn't used to have to strain to play. I'm trying my best not to do that, because straining literally kills and eats your stamina. But yeah. Yeah. For me, straining is just like a bad habit I formed after a lot of playing and kind of used as like a crutch. Yeah. Or maybe you just don't play the map these technique tips are targeted for. I think it's just you figured out how to do tapping without needing to actually learn tapping. It's not intuitive for everyone to actually know how to tap correctly. Because also, I feel like the same technique doesn't work for everyone. I'm sure if I tried your technique, I would be a little confused on how you play stuff like that. But I think generally, it's just you've pushed your limits in a way that helped you progress without overdoing it. like I said earlier, I think this problem happens a lot more to people who just overthink. I definitely found that my best tapping always came when I'm literally not thinking about it. Netherite is now bannable. Mojang, if they want to actually patch Netherite, let's just ban it. What's up, Rio? How you doing? Technique is index, middle, D and G. Index, middle, D and G. Yeah, but I think how you place your fingers is not the entirety of technique. Like, I think what a lot of people think about as technique is how you tap, like, with your wrist. I think there's people who, like, do and don't rotate their wrist while tapping. And there's spectrums of that as well. I wish Wolf didn't have his videos privated, but there's like old live plays he did where he like does full wrist rotation to tap, and it looks kind of wild. Yeah, I think lifting up your arm is pretty normal. I mean, I'm pretty sure Eterna does that. He will release them when he's ready. I don't know what he's doing, but... Like, when you tap, does your wrist move? Or do you keep your wrist perfectly still? Because if you move your wrist while tapping, that's what I think people consider wrist rotation. But there is a spectrum of it, like, moving it a little versus moving it fully is very different. You know? Wait, do people just not do that? I don't think I really rotate my wrist much at all when I tap. At least when I'm playing, like, lower BPM. I think when I play higher BPM, I do more wrist rotation. But, hold on, let me see what I do. Actually, no, I do some wrist rotation, never mind. But it's not like a full wrist rotation, I guess. Some people legitimately move their wrist to tap. Again, there's an old Wobbuffle live play where he did exactly that to play Mythology as End Hidden Hard Rock, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We should ask Wowie if he rotates his wrist while tapping. Since you were having that discussion with him. I get that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think for some people, honestly, I can kind of be like this sometimes. Some people just get very neurotic about everything they do, and that includes Osu tapping. And in turn, that probably leads to more people making mistakes that otherwise could be avoided by just naturally playing and find what works for them. Like, really, the only time you should be looking to see if you're doing something wrong is if you feel like you're completely stuck and just playing more or playing, like, pushing your limits doesn't help. Or if you're in pain. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I think for me it works a lot better if I just don't think about it. The only thing I ever really think about while I tap anymore is just making sure I don't strain. Or like strain way too hard. Yeah, thinking about it usually I feel like makes it worse in a case like this. I feel like Osu is played best when you're like you can focus on improvement, but you don't need to like think about literally every micro movement, you know? You just play. Because honestly, you could probably get really far with a terrible technique anyways. Like, there's probably players that are ranked higher than me that literally have, like, the worst technique possible. I mean, sure, I remember, Septon. That guy used to play with his hands, like, too low to actually reach the table. And so his wrists would be, like, digging into the table to play. And that guy was pretty crazy. That's true, Shojin. That's true. You're the player with horrible technique. It's true. What's up, Juicy? How you doing? Wow. You really made the switch from red to blue. Just like that. Yeah. You can have a woke burger and you're gonna like it. But yeah, hopefully you made it all right. Like everything is good. You're probably pretty tired, or at least were. I don't remember how long ago it was now. The In-N-Out secret menu woke burger. True. I really don't think In-N-Out exists in Florida. Pretty sure it's like almost only West Coast. Or like western half of the country. In red states they eat grok burger. True. True. The grok burger and the musk shake. Oh boy. We are getting ever closer to finishing these mixed layers of stone and deep slate. Really cannot wait for it to be over. This is definitely my least favorite part of the project so far. Or at least it... actually no, I think water draining was still worse, but like... I definitely want it to be over. I want to get to full deep slate already. God, that really does sound like the least interesting part of the country. Like, the only other place I could think of that's worse is, like, driving through the middle of Nebraska. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. What if we just put a town really far away from everything else? Drone metal? That sounds like what I'll be doing in a decade or two when I need to look for scrap material in the garbage. I need drone metal. Oh, there's the song. You're good, Juicy. Go enjoy your grok burger, I mean woke burger. Wow, I can't believe you guys resorted to cannibalism. The Civil War isn't even here yet. You didn't have to do that yet. But yeah, go get some food. Right. Let's keep going. Also, I can't wait for this song to start. Funny how much more challenging listening to this is than digging Deep Slate. I'm having a way harder time tolerating listening to this than digging all these blocks. Where are you gonna post it, Honk? Oh, this guy's gonna just send me a virus. I'll take a look at it in just a minute. Let's see this. I'm gonna take a quick peek at this. Can't wait to eat so much Deep Slate. True. It's a Pixel. How are you doing tonight? Alright, let's see this. Yeah, your tapping technique looks perfectly normal to me, Honk. Definitely some wrist rotation or like wrist movement, but doesn't seem anything out of the ordinary. Alright, I get the point. Playing video games? That's what I'm doing too. Let me get back to it. This is a very sleep-inducing song. Maybe it's exactly what you need to go to bed, though. True, you should just completely ruin your tapping. To me, I'm just imagining a bunch of dudes in a garage, literally just tuning their equipment, and they were like, wait, we could just upload this as music. That's what this sounds like to me. Surprise, Japanese artists are good at music. Chinese heaven. Oh man. I hope one day I get to Chinese heaven. Chinese heaven just seems like heaven if it was actually good. But see, if you go to Chinese heaven, then the food won't mess you up anymore. It is your reward for dealing with hardship in your lifetime. You will be rewarded with being able to eat it. The hardship Gudosu technique. I don't even know if I would consider your technique good. It just seems to work, you know? I can't really think of a technique that's truly awful. The only technique I can think of that's actually bad is like doing literally only wrist rotation. Like not using your fingers for tapping. Which I think some people legitimately do. Or at least they rely on that when they like run out of stamina or whatever. That is a real thing I've seen. Yeah. Or I've seen Boshi Man do this where he'll start tapping with flat fingers to save stamina. Like instead of having his fingers curled, he just flattens them entirely all the way. Like I would understand just playing only with flat finger technique. But like switching from curl to flat just to save stamina, I feel like that's a bit much. Yeah. I kind of want to try flat tapping, but I don't want to relearn my tapping. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You know, I kind of used to be like that because I used to play with keys on different rows. And I think my fingers were a little more flat when I did that. But not like fully flat, you know? Yeah, I think it's a technique employed for people who run out of stamina. At least if you normally don't already flat tap. I have 1 trillion calluses on my hands. I am a Vietnam War veteran. Average fast food grill worker. I mean, I'm not working fast food, but it's true. I mean, just cooking in general will give you calloused fingers. And it doesn't help that Osu literally calloused my hands, too. Like, I still have a spot on my aim hand where, like, exactly where I rest my hand is just a big callus. Well, not big, but, like, I can feel it, you know? Oh, I accidentally flicked my wrist. Dude, hold on. I gotta stretch my hands. I'm actually so tense. I'm gonna try honk tapping, and then I'm gonna get a 1 Borgillion PP play. You should honk. You should send that to Woey. His brain would actually blow up. Oh, okay. I guess we won't make Woey blow up today. Look at all this deep slate coal. Fortunately, it was touching the moss, so it's a little tainted, but I'll live. If it's perfectly average, you'll say... I mean, I wouldn't say that it looks like the average tapping, but it clearly works. It seems like an efficient enough technique. I don't know. I'm personally just... I feel like if it works, it works, and that's all that matters at this point. I used to be super neurotic about this type of thing, but I try not to be anymore.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's just like... I don't know. I don't need to think about it too hard. You definitely don't need to think about it. It's a digital hypno rabbit hole. Dude, oh man. That just reminds me of seeing his like local on like a long stream practice map where it went from like SS to a D rank. Or something stupid like that. And it's like a really low BPM too. I don't know. I think sometimes people definitely overthink and literally make themselves a worse player because of it. The only thing you think about Digital Hypno's Noodle Shredder's comment about him. Just doesn't get it. Noodle Shredder knew the method. Yeah, that's a interesting entry for worst HR player. Why are you on his ultra disrespect list? What'd you do to the guy? Imagine. I'd like to think I'm on that list. I feel like this song is literally just going in and out of existence. So basically he likes people who literally destroy their hands. Is what I'm understanding. Imagine being on the respect and disrespect list. That's incredible. That's how you know you really made it. When you like and hate a guy at the same time and have to admit it. Why would anyone lie about playing with tablet? We know, Goink, we know. Do you mind? Another one. Yeah. Probably got a little carried away there, but got rid of a lot of moss. Oh yeah, I literally, my muscle memory is so strong with the OC stable client. Every time I open OSU, my immediate muscle memory is to like open OSU, like hashtag OSU, and just close it. Literally the first thing I always do. I played Tycho like a decade ago. Does this count? Actually, I don't remember. Let me take a look at when my top plays were actually done. Okay, it's only been 8 years. Come on. Well, there's some from 9 years, but 8 or 9 years. Come on, give me a break. What's up, Ideal? How you doing? You want to fangirl about the new 10-star map? It's so sick. Wow. I hope it gets better soon. That's good, Ideal. You're welcome. Oh man, I am very sleepy today. Today was not a fun day of working, but made it through. Just one more day, and then I get my weekend for the week. That is what I look forward to. Oh, also, I did take a look at my profile. I think my top Taiko play is like 130 PP, which is funny because I know that my top play in Taiko used to be a 200, which is hilarious. Ideal nominating everyone's top play. Wait, Honk, you should give up on standard and only play Taiko. Good idea. Oh man. I'm liking how this terrain is starting to look. Yo, it's a muffin. How you doing? We're already at day 3, I guess. Dang, they're already up to day 11? Incredible. I think we don't know how to count. Oh, well, when you put it that way, you might be onto something. You know, if you think about it, mining blocks is a lot like farming rank score in Tycho. You spend so much time and the number only goes up a little bit. I mean, I'm at 16.7 million blocks mine. That would take quite a few maps to get on Tycho. Nah, cause Mania is easier cause you can spam short maps. Yeah. Dinneroni. Hey, Ideal, can you take a look at my Taiko top plays and recommend me what I should play from there? I can play this. Let's see this. They literally rank anything in that game mode, dude. I swear. Taiko literally gets all of the most unbelievable MP3s ever. You guys just get whatever. Top diff is legitimately really hard too. I bet it is. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys could just straight up rank cartoon boing.mp3 for 30 seconds. What is this? I don't really understand this. Nice background. Incredible. Actually, wait, Ideal. I am curious if you... oh my god, I can't speak. I'm curious what you think of my Taiko tops, if you want to take a gander. Also, did they nerf ROG at some point? Because I swear I used to have a 200 on that. And now I don't even see it in my top plays. It's nerfed into a 2-star map. Wow. I mean, to be fair, it was really broken. Also, for the Taiko players, how popular of a playstyle is, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like I play reds only on my left hand and then blues on my right hand. TDKK, okay. It's common and fun. Yeah, I don't know, it just makes the most sense to me. I tried KDDK. I literally can't. It doesn't make any sense. But I also can't alternate in standard, so... Also, wait, let me take a look at this. That's a good preview point. These diff names are terrible. Well, it's true. Oh, man. Incredible, incredible. Standard players would literally never accept something like that in the rank section. Oh, sorry, I mean BNs, not players. I don't know, maybe the mapping scenes changed though, but I feel like stuff like that would literally never get approved by any BN. This exists. This has a standard ranked map. Yeah. It's a funny map. It's one of the last maps I ever favorited. Like modern maps, I mean. It's funny. Dude, Tycho also because it doesn't really have any ability to ever reach the score cap limit. Just gets really hilariously long marathons. I remember seeing a couple of them. I mean that Nana Hero one that's like 3 hours long or something stupid. I don't know if it's actually 3 hours, but it's like at least an hour and a half. Something like that. It is 3 hours? Oh, dang. My memory is actually correct then. That's hilarious. Literally 3 hours of Nanahira, because whatever, sure. Yeah, I just remember seeing that, and I'm just like, That's great. I actually don't even remember how high of a star map it is. 6.7. That's... I mean, obviously, I'm sure not the entire map is mapped that hard, but still. I also just can't believe someone has an FC on that. That's not real. It's unironically the most normal map from this mapper, and it's 3 hours of Nanahira. That is frightening. That is absolutely frightening. I'm pretty sure 3 hours of Nanahira, like if I listened to 3 hours of Nanahira, there would actually be a black hole formed in whatever's left of my body, and it would engulf the entire world. He has the hardest 2-star map ever ranked in Ultra Forget Ranked. How do you make a 2-star the hardest 2-star ever? Have a look at the leaderboard. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, I see a lot of hard rock. I don't really understand what this is. Is it just like impossible rhythms, impossible to read? Every node of the map is visible at its beginning. So you can see the entire map from the very start of the map. So it's just pure, like, memorization, basically. Slider velocity, yeah. Standard AR infinity. Okay, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, sounds like it would be the hardest 2-star map then. I've actually had this idea for standard, where I just want to see like how hard of a map can you make that isn't like classified as like a hard mode diff. Although I don't know what star rating hard mode is actually considered these days. But I could just say maybe like something under 3-star. How hard of a map can you make at that star range? Also, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. You know, Ideal, I've had some really weird thoughts for RC maps in my lifetime that I've never executed. Like I said, like that really messed up low star rating map. I think I'm just obsessed with making low star rating maps that are really weird. Because another idea I had was like an hours long, like non-stop Toho mix of some kind. But it's mapped like an ultra beginner. So you're pretty much just listening to notes. Like there's barely a map to be played. I don't know. Maybe it's a stupid idea, but I think it'd be really funny to do. Okay, I think all the Arion songs are done. Yeah, this one is a banger. Classic. Let's see the preview on that. Okay, then. And Arion is back. One second. Oh man, I really need to force myself. Well, not force myself, but I really need to find a way to do a really long session at least once a week. I feel like I really want just like one session where I just get a whole lot of progress done. Feel like I've been lacking this. Obviously can't do it on work days, but I wanna get through this session in 2 minutes. I don't know about that long. That might be pushing it, even for me. But yeah, I don't know. We shall see. Hmm. Oh, man. It's already been almost an hour and a half. Shame. Shame, shame. Yeah, I pretty much have to end in like a minute here. I wish I had more time. Give me more time. It's just really hard for me to find more than 90 minutes on my work days. Tomorrow the grind continues. It's true. It's true. No muffin. Double it and give it to the next person. I cannot have it. But yeah, that'll be it for me tonight. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time. And then after that is my weekend. So hopefully I should be able to do longer streams for the next few days after that. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. As long as they don't deep fry me at work. We shall see though.